Hey folks, it's Bill Harrison here from the Emma team. Today I thought I'd spend a minute taking a look at the quick search feature. This is a feature we rolled out in Emma last year. We kind of pushed it into production and didn't say much about it. And I think it's a pretty cool feature, something that hopefully everyone is using, but if you're not using it, this would be a great chance to kind of see what it's all about and understand how to put it into your workflow. So let's take a look at our demo system here. I've pulled up just the people module and I've got a listing of people. Accessing the quick search feature is this little search magnifying glass icon up here in the top of the screen. If I click on that, I'll get this pop up. And you'll notice that by default, since I'm on the people module, quick search is going to search for people, and that's the highlighted button. I can also search for grievances here, but since I'm looking at people, Emma assumes that it's people you want to search on. And there are a couple of pretty cool features about this. One is that depending on how you enter data, you'll get more or less specific results. For example, let's just go here and search for the name Bill. And we type in capital B-I-L-L and hit return, and you'll notice we get one person, Bill Humphrey. Now, Bill shows up twice, and you might wonder, like, why is Bill in here twice? And that's because he has two different work locations, two different jobs. Effectively, he either has two active positions or an active and inactive position at two different work locations that are managed by our local in our demo system here, okay? So same person, same social security number, but he's gonna show up twice in the results. Now you notice that when I typed in Bill with a capital B, I get an exact match with Bill. So now let's go back and just type Bill without the capital and search for that. Well, now I get 24 results out of my searches. Now, why is that? It's because if I type Bill with a lowercase character, I'm going to get that string, the B-I-L-L string, regardless of where it appears in somebody's name. So I get Billy's as my primary ones. If any Billy with a B-I-L-L-I-E, B-I-L-L-Y. If the string B-I-L-L appeared anywhere else in a person's name, that would show up here as well. So this can be a really handy way to look for people either by their exact name or by a string of characters that just happen to appear in their name. The same would happen with, for example, if we were to type John with a capital J, we're going to get all the people whose first name is John with an exact match, exact spelling. If we put this same string in, J-O-H-N, all lowercase, now we're going to get everyone that has John as a part of their first name. So Jonna, John, Jonathan, Johnny, all of these people will show up. So this is a really handy characteristic of how we can search for people really efficiently using the quick search feature. And the same works for last names as well. You can type in a capital and the last name and get an exact match, or an all lowercase string and get the just any string that contains those characters. So that's pretty handy. Another thing that's handy is social security numbers. So let's say we want to look for an exact social security number. I'll put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And hit return, and you'll see I get Sarah Hill, right? And Sarah has the exact match of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 as her social. But if I want to just search on 6, 7, 8, 9, that's her last four, I can put that in, and you'll see I get two people. I get both Sarah Hill, and now I get David Largent. Now, these people have different social security numbers, but they have the same last four digits. And so I'm going to see if I provide fewer than 9 digits in a social security search, I'm always going to get all of the people that match the last number of digits that I provided. In this case, it's 4. So everyone whose last 4 match 6, 7, 8, 9 will show up. But let's try this. Let's take the 6 out and just go with 7, 8, 9. Now what do we get? Well, we don't get any more people. Let's go with 8, 9 and search one more time. Okay, now we have 81 people. So there are 81 people in our demo database that have a social security that ends in the characters 8, 9. And all we have to do is put in the number of characters we want to have it match. This is handy when you're trying to find somebody quickly. If you're in the field, on the phone with a member, it's a quick way to say, what are the last 4? What are the last 3 of your social? If you ask for last 4, then you're most likely to get very few matches. You're likely to get only one screen full of them, and it usually becomes very quickly apparent who the person is, and makes it quite easy to select them. So a really nice feature with Social Security search as well. We could do a similar thing with member number. Not all locals use a member number, but those who do will see it in the quick search, and our Emma demo system assumes a 7-character member number. So if I don't have all the digits, or I only know the significant digits, Emma will automatically pad that number with leading zeros. What does that mean? Well, let's go look over here at a member. Here's Karen Abbage, and her member number is 0005369. So I can just go back over to my quick search and enter 5369. And when I search, boom, there I get Karen Abbage. So her characters that are preceding those numbers, all the zeros, are automatically added by Emma. If I could enter, for example, 05369, and I would get her again, obviously, because there's nothing but zeros leading up to this. So if the member knows their number, but not all of the leading zeros that often go into a member number, this is an easy way to find them in the database without having to make sure you enter in the exact number of characters that you need to have. So some pretty cool features. Now, one other thing that I want to highlight about Quick Search is the last search capability. You'll notice here when we enter this information, we have a search button. Of course, hitting a carriage return initiates the search too. We also have a clear button to clear out the search, but we also have this last search feature. And what that does is Emma will remember all of the last searches that you've done. So if I click last search, here's the search that I did for 5369. Likewise, I can scroll back through the other searches that I did, looking for John, looking for capital John as a uppercase first name. Each of these searches is remembered. So this is handy because often in Emma, if you navigate away from a search page and then you come back to it, Emma forgets your search criteria, right? You have to enter everything in again. This is a way to save those criteria so that you can open up multiple records or look at people. And if you want to go back and perform the same search, just hit that prior search button. It'll automatically fill in the criteria that you had. As I mentioned, this works on both people and on grievances. So if we are in the grievance module and we click a quick search, you'll notice that the grievance field is highlighted here. And similarly, we can do uppercase and lowercase searches, very much like we did with people, to look for the name of a person associated with a grievance. Capital John gets you everybody whose exact first name is John. Lowercase John gets you anybody who has the string John in their name, a Johnny, a Jonathan, so forth. So I hope you find that helpful. I think this is a cool feature. It's one that we put together last year and never really highlighted when we released it. So I thought I'd put together a quick video and just let everybody know the capability is there. As always, reach out if you have questions or suggestions. We love to hear feedback from customers and prospects, and enjoy your use of Emma. Thanks so much.